Welcome back to Fallout 3. It has been a while since I played this, but last time we finished up the Mothership Zeta DLC, and I really don't have much left else to do, but I think we have a few miscellaneous things that we just really need to take care of here. I have to remember how to play this because it's been quite a while. So first things first, I need to go finish up this quest line right here, which we picked up in the Point Lookout DLC. It is the Dark Heart of Blackhall. So, from what I remember, we ran into this character in Point Lookout. He was like the owner of this mansion, and he's been the caretaker. I want to say caretaker, but inherited the, from family or what have you. I guess the mansion, and he wanted us to go pick up this book. I'm trying to remember the backstory with it, what was going on with the book. I don't think he gave us a lot of information about it, but, when we went and picked up the book, we could either take it back to Obadiah, I guess, or we can take it to the Dunwich building in the Capital Wasteland. So I think at the time I just decided that it probably wasn't worth giving it to him because, I don't know, it seems like it's got like some kind of like bad voodoo associated with it or something. So I think we're gonna go take this sucker back to Dunwich and destroy it somehow. First things first, though, we have to go drop some stuff off at the stash box because I am capped right now. So let's head back to let's see, Megaton, and we'll go pick up one of our companions too. At least dog meat. I don't know where, what the hell's his name in here? I wanted to call him Strong for a second there, but it's, the super mutant guy that we have. What is this right here? Did I drop this here like a long time ago and just, yeah. Probably just needed to drop it so I can get back into my house, so it's probably overweight somehow. Of course, I've been gone for a long time and they give me more pamphlets. Okay. There's definitely a few bobbleheads that I did not find in this playthrough. Now, I haven't looked at every single location on the map. There's definitely a couple spots that I think I'll try to go to here, but I think this is going to be my last episode here, so then we can get going on Fallout 1. But yeah, I feel like in some of these areas I probably missed, I definitely probably missed some bobbleheads somewhere that I've already looked at, but, it is what it is. All right. Let's see. So we're going to deposit. Let's see. I have no clue what I even want to take with me. Let's keep one of these, let's see, what do we got? Captain's Sidearm. Doesn't do as much damage, but it's a unique weapon, though. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, we'll go ahead and deposit that, too. Let's see, Chinese officer's sword. Aha. We'll keep this sucker right here. And the metal blaster. I need to figure out if there's a way I can repair that. And we'll go ahead and keep that. Hey, what's going on, Mr. K? How you doing? Happy Friday. He said you must be bored to come here and watch Fallout 3. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you. I just want to kind of finish things up here so we can get going on Fallout 1. Let's see, advanced radiation suit. We don't need that. I do need my ghoul mask, though, because we're going to be going to a place that has a lot of ghouls, unless they respawned. Actually, they probably wouldn't have respawned because I didn't kill them last time I went there. So, let's see, Enclave Power, we'll get rid of that. Hat of the People. What's the difference between these ones? Small guns, perception. Okay. You think Fallout 2 is better than 1? I don't know anything about him, so I'll be going into him blind, but I'm sure. I mean, I've seen some very short gameplay of at least the first one. Not a lot though, because I didn't want to like get in any spoilers or anything, but basically just enough to see like kind of like how it looked, you know. I think I'm really doing it more so for the lore more than anything. I'm sure it might be fun. Who knows? We'll see what happens when we get into it. All right, let's see what in here wastes anything that we need to get rid of. Let's see, blood pack, dirty water, purified water. I will keep those. So we're down to 117 already. Let's see. Just dropping stuff that I think I really don't need. Garden gnome. You know, there was a terminal in that DLC that had a really interesting bit of information about like a secret location or like the location of a safe. And it made me feel like it was somewhere you could find maybe potentially in the wasteland here, but I wouldn't even have the slightest idea on where the hell to go look for it or find it. So okay, let's go ahead and equip. We're gonna equip here. We need the ghoul mask on, and then we're going to use this sucker right here. I'm not gonna worry too much about repairing these things. You don't know how common power armor is in Fallout 3, but it's extremely rare in 1 and 2. Well, I'll say this. It's uncommon and common at the same time in Fallout 3. I will say, like, the only ways that I know how to kind of get power armor in Fallout 3 is well, first off, you got to get training from the Brotherhood of Steel in order to wear it. And then you're given a pair of power armor, I think, from the Brotherhood of Steel. But aside from that, like the power armor that I have, let me just look at it really quick. Like this Enclave Hellfire armor, you know, I got off of obviously the Enclave folks. But before you know, like if you don't have the DLC, you don't really run into them for like a long time. The Outcast stuff, I got extremely lucky with this one because normally Outcast Brotherhood members aren't normally like dead just lying around, and I happened to come across, I'm trying to remember how it happened, but I came across one that died somehow that I was able to pull their power armor set off of them. And then yeah, then I have a couple different pairs. So the challenge becomes repairing these sons of bitches, because you either got to repair like with like items, or you take it to some place to be able to repair it. Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and just do something really fast while we're here. So we're going to heal, restore damage, and remove all rads just in case. I'm going to save it really quick. The sexy sleepwear, yeah, makes you want to play Fallout Shelter. I tried it out once, really briefly, on my PlayStation, not to, a couple months ago, but I didn't really follow up with it though. Back then, when I was playing a lot more Fallout 4. Let's see. So we need to go get dog meat. Dog meat is located outside of Vault 101. There he is. What's up, boy? You're gonna come with me on an adventure. It's better to play as a mobile game. I feel like I'm getting a bit of echo. Really quick. I'm gonna check my audio settings like really fast. If it crashes the game, I'll go ahead and restart it, but just give me 1 second here. I hate how I have to... Yeah. me see if I can do something here. See, that turned the sound completely off. What do I gotta do here? No, 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 no. I feel like I hear it. It's very subtle, but I do hear it, and I'm trying to figure out which audio device to use on OBS to pick up the sound here. The only one I could think of is this one right here, but when it does this, it gives a little bit of like of feedback. Oh, you know what I could probably do actually? Sorry, I'm like I need to learn how to operate this better. So if I monitor an output, as if we monitor only. Okay, let me try that. I don't know. Okay. I'm not going to mess around with it too much. It is what it is. So we have to go to the Dunwich building for this quest I'm working on right now, which we have to go take a Krivbekne. Hopefully I still have that. Hold on, let me make sure I have it in my miscellaneous. Let's see. I'm not seeing it. Did I accidentally... Huh. I may have accidentally stored it really quick. Let me go back to the stash box really quick and check. Okay. I would so love it if they did. I mean, I've been hearing rumors that they're possibly doing a Fallout 3 remake and like the Fallout 4 type of graphics or what have you. Where the hell am I going? I think a lot of people would. Let's see here. It would be under miscellaneous, maybe. Oops, wrong one. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. I don't have it, so I wonder if it's just like a hidden item that I have somewhere. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's definitely been kind of fun to play, but like it, you know, there's 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 a classification when I say fun to play, and I classify it, and it's fun to play from lore perspective, from just being in a Fallout universe, from different things like that, but you get into the gameplay itself. Holy shit, man, I got freaking... Oops. Ow. Sentry bot over here. Oh man, that's doing shit against him. Hold on a second, I need a different weapon. Let's go for the head. There's fun to play, but like Fallout 4 is like fun to play all around, Like I've been enjoying it's just a super enjoyable game. Story-wise, like it's it's good. I don't think it holds up as well as like New Vegas, but it is just enjoyable. Very enjoyable. It's like 76. 76 is super enjoyable to play. But yeah, I think that's the thing is like this game right here, I have fun with it, but it would be amazing if it was in like newer graphics and whatnot. All right, let's turn this sucker on. So now I just have to figure out how we, let me look at the local map here. Whoops. Okay, it is telling me, I guess we need to go outside. Let me go outside really quick and see where it's telling me to go. Interesting. We're supposed to go to the Dunwich building, but tell me that it was in a different area. Quest is marked. Let's follow these markers for a second here. You'd think they would be on the map. You're going to say, let's see, Mr. K, you said, when I see the massive difference between 1, 2, and 3, you'll maybe see why you skipped 3, being such a big fan of 2. Okay. I think there's kind of what I've noticed about playing these different games and talking with you all is there's definitely, everybody has their favorites and their preferences. And this thing is taking me, why is it taking me way over here? Everyone has their preferences. There's those that like really, really enjoy Fallout 3, like being in the quote, the Capital Wasteland. See, I'm looking over here. Okay, we need to go to the left. The hell? Is this thing moving on me? There's folks that prefer New Vegas, they're just like, hey, like New Vegas is like the best. Then there's those that, Fallout 4 is like the best, 76 is the best, it's, everyone's going to have their own preferences, All right, what am I getting shot at here? And then more importantly, where in the hell, there we go. Let's like, who is this person over here? Just a raider. Let's see. So, Mr. K, you said then you saw I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that, but Slipager. I'm just gonna say playing Fallout 4, and that's when you decided to play that. And then now you have over 1,000 some hours in the game. I don't even know how many hours you have. I think you've told me before, but I can't remember. Okay, something is up with this quest that I'm not understanding. 2,500 hours. There you go. Man, I am like juvenile in compare to that. I think between both of my playthroughs, I'm probably a little over 200 hours into it, but how odd. It's got 2 quest markers. Here comes this raider. Do I have anything else checked? I shouldn't have anything else checked. Everything else is done. It's really just this quest right here. So he was a streamer on YouTube and Twitch for a few years. He had a pretty good channel. Oh, wow, a couple million subs. That's wild. That's awesome though. Either this quest is bugged or if I know. What I'm not too sure of is where in the hell is that book that I picked up? It's been so long since I played this. I cannot like. Oh, there it is. It's got the in front of it. I don't know. All right. This map's taking me like in a weird spot. There doesn't seem to be a marker here. Oh shit. What am I getting shot by? The hell are you? Just take him out really quick. The quest could be bugged. Okay. Yeah, this is weird how it's got like two markers. One just seems to be taking me out somewhere over here. Seems like we're getting somewhat close to it. Okay, we are. Like right around here somewhere, but there's like nothing here though. All right. Let me go back into the Dunwich building really fast and just kind of. That's what the quest says. We have to take the book. I think I kind of know where we have to take it. I think I've been in here one time before. It says take it to the Dunwich building in the Capital Wasteland. The reason why I put my ghoul mask on here is because there are some pretty scary ghouls in here. Reavers are to be feared. So if I remember right, we have to go local map. We have to, whoops, wrong one. We have to go into the, I think the under chambers where I have to go to. I just got to figure out how to get back there really quick. Okay, let's see. Yeah, these suckers right here, these Pharaoh Ghoul Reavers, man, they are like no joke. And there's let's see, what's this one right here? That's just a regular Pharaoh Ghoul, but yeah, these guys they scare me in this game. You know, you run into them in Fallout 4 and I feel like they're kind of a joke, but let's see, where in the hell is that under chamber at? Maybe can I get to it from here, or you know what? It's actually up there, I think. I'm pretty sure it's actually up there, so we have to go the long way around to get there. Let me make sure I remember how to get there actually. Let's see. Let me look at the map here. So that's blocked off. I think, okay, it looks like we got to go back through this door. This, wait a minute. Up here. Okay. I really trivialize this area by wearing the ghoul mask. Like, first time I came in here, I didn't realize like how many ghouls were like inside this place. You know what? I wonder if I can disarm this thing now. Let me see here. Attempt to defuse. I disarmed it, but okay. I always wondered if I disarmed these terminals, if I could actually read the terminals, but no, you can't. So, okay, let's see what's over here. I was gonna, I was gonna play some Fallout 4, but I think I remember saying that that Friday I would not because I didn't know if you guys, everyone was gonna be home. I feel like that might be better to do at nighttime, so I'll probably plan to play that one on Sunday and then pick up where we left off with the Mechanist DLC. Okay. Then we got some glowing ones over here. When I came into this building, I didn't get all of the hallucinations, which I'm kind of upset about, but there was like some hallucinations that you got. Let's see, we need to make our way this way here. Virulent underchambers. So I think we can go this way. Maybe. I actually meant to go back on YouTube and try to see if someone had them captured like in a video somewhere so I could see him, but I don't know why mine either glitched out or I just didn't trigger him appropriately somehow. See, there's another glowing one. The glowing ones are pretty tough. I think the Reavers are like probably the tougher ones, but then there's the glowing ones that are also like super challenging to deal with. Okay, so this gets us back over here. We should be able to, let's see, I try not to fall down, but I think, let's see, where did we have to go? Did I have to go over here? I think we had to go down here. Yeah, we had to go down this way. Okay. And then, let's see, was that? There we go. Okay, so from here, we make our way down. So in Fallout 4, we have the Dunwich Boers, which was like a mining area, if I remember right. But in here in 3, you have the Dunwich Building. I don't remember too much like the connection, if there is any. Okay, let's see. This should get us to where we need to go. There's a lot of hostile dudes this way. Wait. Oh, down here. Yeah, remember that guy was there. Let's see. Okay. So we're making our way into the underground. I think this is where I have to take the book. I hope this is the case. Let me look at the local map and see what it says. It's still telling me like a weird spot like over there. Forsaken Ruins. I thought this is where we needed to take the book, which was over here. Aha, here we go. Activate the obelisk. This obelisk shares its origins with the Kribniknev. Just being near it makes you uneasy. Let's see here. Press the Kribniknev to the surface. Oh, shit. I've gained karma. Okay, that's all we had to do is we had to just do that, basically. These guys, thankfully, didn't get too pissed off. There was a dude down here that we killed. This guy, Jamie, had a very interesting story. Like, it seemed like he got stuck in here. I think he was a raider or some sort or something like that, but he got stuck in here and he eventually turned ghoul. And you come down here and he's just immediately hostile. There's no chance in talking to him, but he's got some interesting terminal entries as you're coming down into this place. So that's it. I think in terms of quests, I am like 100%. There may be one random quest that I skipped somewhere, but like I think I'm 100% done with this game in terms of quests. At right now, 30 minutes. Let's see, what time is it? 2, 5, 6, 7. See, so I have to be done by got to be done by kind of around like 7 p.m. I would suppose we could possibly swap over to some Fallout 4 at some point, but there was an area that I wanted to go check out that I haven't been to here yet. There's a few of them. Let's see. How do I get out of here now? I think we drop down. And this should take us back to where we need to go. That's an almost perfect amount of time to finish the Mechanist. Yeah, I think I've done a pretty solid playthrough of Fallout 3 for the most part. There's a couple different things that I could do differently, like in a future playthrough. But honestly, I'm just hoping that the rumors are true that they are actually doing a remake of this game. Let's see, there's a place over here that I did not go into, Tacoma Industrial. So let's go over here really fast. I'm trying to hold out. Like there was. Son of a bitch. There's a Fallout 3 and Oblivion remakes were in the discussion. Let's see. We'll use a terrible shotgun. Quit moving around, you son of a bitch. Holy cow. Guy's a tank, man. Got him. What did he have on him? He had a combat shotgun, so we'll take that just because I can use it to repair the shotgun that I have right here. Someone told me there was something in here that was worth exploring, and I never did get a chance to go in here and look. Oh, hold on a second. I got a text message. Gotta respond to this. Okay. This weapon makes pretty quick work of these super mutants. Unless you come across a warlord. Warlords are like the toughest in here. Mr. K, I think I asked before, but I can't remember. Did you ever get into Fallout 76 at all? Or was Fallout 4 pretty much it? Let's go see what's down here. You heard too many bad things about 76? Oh, okay. It looks like there's a quantum up there. I was able to play it for the most part as a completely single player game. I did have a friend that did play with me for a while. The only thing that kind of sucks is some of the quests when you have to go into like, dungeon areas. You have to do them twice because it like you go in your instance and you can't hear the game at all now. Uh-oh. Hold on a second. This might crash it. Give me a second here. I don't know why I have so much troubles with this older one. Headphones. Oh, you know why? Because I did see. Yeah, I gotta reset it. Give me a second. Do this. Thanks for telling me. I need to learn how to use OBS a little bit more. It works pretty good for my PlayStation when I have so I can do the game capture, but that should have fixed it, I think. I don't know how to fix the echo though. Anyways, yeah, like I played 76 pretty much almost as like a single player game. I did 0 PvP in the entire time I played it. it's got a pacifist mode enabled, so there's not actually a way to engage in PvP unless you specifically disable that mode. And you know, I never got like people that came up trying to say like, hey, PvP me or whatever. Actually, matter of fact, one of the gripes I do have with the game while I'm talking about it is they don't really have a good way to chat with people. Do you see other people? You do. You can if you, I didn't want to pay for it, but like if you pay for Fallout First, you can create a private instance to where you don't see anybody. There's only, at least on PlayStation, I don't know about for PC. I'm gonna assume it's the same on PC, but there's only 24 players to a server. So when you do go in, it's not like you're seeing thousands upon thousands of players running around. Which I kind of like and dislike at the same time, but like usually I would see them running around like whenever there was like the really big kind of like group events going on. I never really engaged with anybody. I'll give the occasional wave or something like that here and there, but you know, for the most part, I just quested it just like kind of like Fallout 4. Being that it is online though, that does have implications for the story a little bit, because there's not a whole lot of like major changes that happened in the game that you can kind of affect, I guess you would say. Can you co-op? You can if you want to. It's not very difficult to do. Like I said, my friend and I, we did co-op a decent amount of the main story. And then in that case, it was just, you know, ooh, is that a trap right there? It is a trap. Oh shit. Of course. I had fun doing it with another person, but like the thing is though, is like my friend and I, like when we played, no, it does not enable PvP. Again, like pacifist mode is something that's completely separate, so you have to like enable that. I'd have to just start playing it just to be able to show you, but it plays very much like Fallout 4 does. Very, very, very similar. You don't get settlements though, you get something called a camp. I will say this, like, I really have to like know, I don't want to say know the person, but like my friend and I that played, we had very similar play styles, meaning that like we both liked to not rush through things. We liked to take our time looting, exploring, checking out all the terminals, all the lore. You know, I don't feel like I was being rushed and I wasn't rushing my friend playing. So, but one time I did have a random person jump in the game with me. He saw me, I was playing online, and he started typing like, hey, can I join you? And I was like, yeah, sure, why not? You know, but, you know, cool guy and everything, but he came in with power armor and just started like running through stuff really quickly or whatever. And you know, I kind of just went along with it, but I felt a little rushed, you know, so I just decided that like, yeah, like if I'm going to play with somebody, I kind of, you know, I think there's just kind of an agreement, you know, on like how you want to play, you know, your play styles and stuff. Or for instance, like if I'm in my instance, you know, I would just expect you, hey, go along with my pace. It's my instance, you know, so if I want to take time to like loot stuff and read terminals or whatever, just respect that. But if I'm in your instance, you're like, oh, I don't care, we don't have to stop and see everything or whatever, then, you know, then you could do that. But like, yeah, I very much enjoyed it. And the one thing I think that 76 does really good is the world building. You know, as the game released, it had no NPCs to talk to, right? You had to put together your understanding of the world, and you did that through notes, through terminals, through holotapes, through the leftover robots that were kind of around there. I think I'm just trying to see if there's anything over here that I need to get. But like, you know, if I were inside of a vault and I emerged from a vault, I would be very curious, like, what happened? Hey, Cake, how you doing, man? I would be like, what happened in the world, you know? And I think 76 does a really good job of trying to paint that picture for you as you try to understand, like, you know, what happened pre-war, post-war, you know, everything. And so it has so much depth. You know, they put a lot more effort into the exploration. And I think that's the rewarding part of 76, is that if you take the time to go and like check everything out, it is a fairly rewarding experience. I think if you enjoy the lore. When it comes to the gameplay though, hands down, it's super fun, man. You know, the ability to mod your stuff, and they've changed it too since I stopped playing, so I don't even know how it's different. But like, you know, you can get some really slick mods. And when I say mods, sorry, I'm talking like legendary mods, not like actual mods, you know, but legendary mods for your weapons, for all kinds of stuff like that, for your power armor. Or I can't remember if you get it for your power armor. You said you've learned more about Fallout 4 lore just watching me than for my entire time playing previously. That's awesome. Let's see, we went out here. I don't think there's really anything else here. Someone a long time ago told me that there was something inside this building that was worth checking out. But I either missed it or whatever. 76 has a ton of lore. If you're into that stuff, it's really good. They have a lot more background of the Enclave, which I thought was kind of cool. I'll say this. I'm very excited to go back and do another playthrough, and I will do another playthrough of Fallout 76. I will take much more time doing it, and I will take my time going around, but it's very enjoyable. But yeah, I would just say, Mr. K, you know, you would have to experience it and give your own kind of opinions on it as you're playing it. But I will just say, like, you know, don't think that you're gonna go in there and it's just gonna be other players that are like been playing for, you know, years and years, that are just finding, you know, noobs and just shooting them and killing them. You know, it's oh, here's a magazine. You know, the PvP is completely optional. I don't see a lot of people doing it. And you can absolutely, for the most part, there's only a handful of quests that I would say I needed other people to do. And when you do trigger those quests, the entire server like kind of collapse on your position, because they get a lot of great rewards doing them. And that's a feature that just kind of like encourages server participation in those type of like big, very difficult, like, you know, server boss type of quests, you know. Let's see, we got a mercenary up here. This is a regular mercenary though. What's this thing? Tacoma Park artillery note? He's not part of the Talent Company. I'm gonna trigger this really quick and see what it says. Whoops, I didn't mean to pick that up. Excuse me. The other thing I'll say, Mr. K, is I got super lucky because one of my PlayStation monthly free games that I got was Fallout 76, and thankfully you don't have to pay to play the game at all, which I really enjoy. So, you know, I don't have to have an active subscription or anything to be able to play it. Oh, there's a behemoth right there. Dude, that did like nothing to him. Look at that. He still has like full health. Let's see if it took him out. Not even. Okay. I tell you what, I'm gonna have to go in heavy on this one because that guy will wreck me. Let's put on the helmet. And what do I have right now? The terrible shotgun. Here, let's go ahead and repair this really fast. Let's see, it does 86 damage. Here, we're gonna use the 10 mil against the behemoth over here. Because, yeah, he's not even phased, man. He took those artillery shells like a champ. Oh, boy. I'm gonna do a save really quick. Okay. Oh, man, they see me. They see me. Oh, shit. Oh! Oh! okay, healing. Hold on a second. All right, Mr. Behemoth. Got him. Oh, he's still alive. No, I didn't get him. Now he's dead. Got him. Dog meat's still okay? Yes, he is. He's such a good boy. All right. Let's see. What did he have on him? Metal armor. We had a mini nuke on him. I'm not gonna pick the rest of that stuff up. All right, let's see what's over here. I don't think I remember going over here before. Well, obviously I didn't because Behemoth's right there. Where? Oh, Tacoma Park. Okay. Looks like we got a Tacoma Motors Service and Repair building over here that we can go inside. Let's see what's in here. Redog.
What rhymes with shoes and often gives you the blues? That's right. It's time for the cashews. Okay.
Let's see.
How about news?
Not really seeing much in here.
The boys and girls of the Brotherhood of Steel.
Hey James, how you doing? How long did it take me to 100 complete this game? Oof. Actually, you know what? I might be able to answer that. Hold on a second. Okay, where I'm at right now, 121 hours. And I will tell you, James, that I play very slow. I take my time going through stuff. So if you're kind of just going through and just doing the quests, doing all the DLCs and everything like that, you can probably cut about 20, 30 hours, I would say, maybe, you know, yeah, because I streamed every single bit of this. So, you know, there's times that I get distracted. There's times that I sit around and just talk kind of like this, you know, so there's definitely like just time that's just eaten up into this 121 hours, but super enjoyable though. I'll say this though. So this game has five DLCs. I'm checking to see if there's anything in here really quick. Ah, we got a desk here, or a magazine. There's 5 DLCs. You have Operation Anchorage. You have Broken Steel. You have, let's see, Point Lookout, Mothership Zeta, and there's one more. Oh, the Pit. Okay. Now, of all those DLCs, they were all fairly enjoyable. Mothership Zeta was probably my least favorite just because it was a very weird story and it was just kind of a slogfest, honestly. It was just alien after alien after alien. It wasn't like super enjoyable combat, you know, it was just kind of miserable, honestly. They were very, very tough to kill. You didn't have any of your, you know, you didn't have any of your weapons or anything, so it just was, it was kind of like meh, I guess you would say. There was some interesting lore bits in it, but not really like, I don't know. The connection to the main game just felt weird. Operation Anchorage I thought was pretty decent, but it was a very short playthrough. The Pit, probably from a story perspective, was actually very good. I think probably had some of the better storytelling aspects in a lot of the Fallout games that I've played. So I think the Pit was definitely amazing, the way that one played. And Point Lookout was... it was probably the biggest DLC. It was enjoyable in its own way, but not necessarily from like a lore perspective, but like it was fun gameplay and it was kind of open world to explore. Broken Steel was like a continuation after the ending of the game, so it was fun and it offered some, you know, challenging kind of encounters. What the hell? Ow! Oh! Got a Robo-Brain. anyways, it's dead. Okay. But yeah, aside from that, like, base game here is actually really good. I liked it a lot. I would say, you know, if you liked New Vegas, it plays extremely similar to New Vegas. New Vegas has a few more quality of life aspects to it that I think were improved, but, you know, that's to be expected. It came out after this game, and they used the same, you know, they were able to kind of, like, take all the reviews that came out from Fallout 3 and improvements and kind of put them into the game a little bit, you know. DLC wise, you know, they're all enjoyable. I think the DLCs in New Vegas, though, were definitely higher tier. With the exception of the pit. Oh, dude, this is an overlord, man. He is eating my lunch. Give me a second here. This guy is, he'll kill me. Give me a second here. This is a risk. Oh! Okay. Got him. This guy has that tri-beam laser rifle, which is actually really super good. You don't come across too many of those. The one thing that is a bit annoying about this game, though, is, yeah, I thought I was going to be able to come here to get over to here, but that's absolutely not the case. Let's see. There's like a couple hidden areas in the game that I haven't found, though. There's a place called, I think, Necrolopolis that I don't know where it's at. Let's see, we need to go south. And there's only a handful of locations that I haven't visited. I was going to kind of check them out here, but I did the last quest that I needed to do, so I'm probably at the point where I'm probably just gonna call it a stop on this game and kind of move on to the next one. I'd say, you know, I'd definitely give this game probably a solid 7 or 8 out of 10. If it played like Fallout 4 did, you know, this would be like a 9 out of a 10 game. 8, solid 8 at least. The DLCs leave a little to be desired, but, you know, I'm not going to criticize them too much just because of the age of the game and kind of like where they were at in the time of story writing and everything like that, you know. The DLCs have definitely gotten better as time has gone on. But, you know, in New Vegas, though, like, New Vegas, I think, really captured, like, the magic of what, like, you know, the DLCs really should be in terms of, like, complexity, difficulty, content. And for me, like, content is crucial. Where the hell am I going? I need to go south. I need to go this way. So, once I finish doing the DLCs in Fallout 4, I'll kind of review those ones, too. So far, I've only done... let's see. I'm working on the Mechanist right now. And Vault 88. These are the only DLCs I've done. I've yet to do Far Harbor or Nuka World. Or I think that's what it's called, Nuka World. So, we'll get there at some point. I have a long ways to go in Fallout 4, though. Something over here I wanted to go check out and see what it was. I hope the rumors are true that they're remaking, or they're doing a remake of this game, though. It would be really awesome. I don't know how people would take it, like, if they, when they remade it, if they, you know, made everything kind of exactly as it is, just like, you know, but better graphics, better, you know, game, like, better engine that it's into, or if they add to it a little bit, you know. I think some people want it kind of as it is, but, you know, I think there would be some people that would be excited for a little more content inside of it. I know for one, at least for me, like, this game doesn't have as much. We have discovered Rock Creek Caverns. There's not like a lot of content, you know, like when I pull up my quest log and go down like all the quests, it seems like a lot, but this really is not a lot, you know. Am I completing Fallout 4 right now also? I am. I'm doing a full playthrough of Fallout 4. Today I was trying to get some more work done on this one and complete this one out. But for the better part of the last, let's see, we're in April right now. So for the past like 2.5 months, I'll say that I've been doing a Fallout 4 full playthrough. And I have all those put on the channel. Oh shit. Ah! And so I have a blind playthrough and then I have a full playthrough. A blind playthrough, like Fallout 4 was the very first game that I started playing in the Fallout franchise. You know, after watching the TV series last year, I got like super into wanting to play Fallout, and I started out with Fallout 4 just because it was a game I already had. And so I did it blind, but I missed so much, and I didn't spend time to kind of like do everything. Ooh. So now I'm going back through and just trying to do like just a full playthrough. All the DLCs, all the quests that I can come across. I've tried to max out the affinity for all the companions. The one thing I will say that I don't do a good job is settlement stuff. I'm awful at settlement building, so if you're looking for any settlement building tips, that is not me. We have a pretty solid little community though that has like a whole bunch of experts that give me a lot of tips. The Kings certainly look different in 3. Yeah, they do. I don't know which ones I prefer more. I think the ones in Fallout 4 kind of look maybe a little better. Ow! Oh, shit. Oh! I'm pressing the wrong button for VATS. I'm used to it being L1 and not R1. Yes, Mr. K, sometimes too many tips. That's kind of the risk that I run into, you know, live streaming my playthroughs. I will say, you know, I have to thank everybody for being as respectful as possible. But you know, sometimes, like, I think when I was playing this game, I had a random person jump in stream and basically gave me a spoiler to the ending, or not to the ending, but like to a main story plot point that that really kind of ruined the impact of a certain event that happened in the game. And you know, it is what it is. I'm not gonna sit there and be like, you know, like, you son of a bitch or whatever, but it just comes along with live streaming it. You know, I could just record these like off stream and then post them, but you know, I think for me, like, the social aspect of engaging with you all is probably like, you know, half if not more of the fun part about it. So you said, well, in Fallout 2 the biggest part of the story is ... I'll get there when we get to it. Oh, we got another king down here. Reload. No, you're good, man. Oh man, look at that head. Whoa. He's got those soft shells. Okay. What is down here? What are we getting ourselves into? Oh! Ow. And there he goes. Let's see, James says it's hard not to spoil when the game's been out for so long. Yeah, I mean, it happens, you know. Is there a comparable perk to Aquaboy in 3? Let's look really fast. Let's see what my perks are. You know what? I can't look at them. I think there is. can't look at like what perks are available. But I think there is. Hey, Mr. K, how you doing? See, I didn't see anything over there, did I? Hold on a second. I missed something over here? I guess not. Okay. Just checking to make sure. I feel like this is probably just an area just to like farm some experience or something like that. I have to check my rads here in a moment, but I'm pretty sure I'm probably pretty good. See, I wonder if this is a back entrance. Let me look at the local map here. No, actually it's not. Okay. Oh shit, my condition is broke on this weapon, so we're gonna have to change. We gotta change weapons here. Let's go ahead and go with okay, I can't repair that. Go with the infiltrator. Well, aren't you a pretty thing? What do we got down here? Nothing, huh? Okay. Wonder where this is gonna pop me out at. Yeah, I gotta repair some stuff. I didn't bring enough like spare parts with me to like repair. Dog meat's pretty OP right now, I tell you what. Let's see, what do we got over here? Yeah, guys, I think once I get out of here, I'll probably swap over to Fallout 4. I'll play Fallout 4 for a little bit. Because I think I'm pretty much done here. Oh, what do we have up here? Does this take me back to where I was at? I think it does. Hold on a second. Oh, let's see, maybe not. We got some rat-away, a knife. Someone's got this looks like maybe some raiders or something like that. One had a shot glass air pack. Oh, and a baby. Oh, that sucks. And a little teddy bear. Oh, come on, jump up there. Oh wow, is this kind of like a huh. So I guess you really came up here just to be able to get a stim pack, a tire iron, and let's see, there was nothing else here? Where in the hell am I at? Can't believe there's not really like a way to get around this thing. Can't even get inside this or anything. Huh. Well, that's weird. Was this the end of the road here? Man, you gotta be kidding me. This whole cavern is basically walking back here. Hold on a second. I think it was. Okay. Oh, whoa. We didn't go this way. Hold on a second. I think I did pick up the stim pack. This is my first time coming in this place here. It was like one of the few places that I haven't discovered in the game yet, so. Oh no, I guess it just comes back this way. So I just wanted to kind of like hop in here and see what was in here, but looks like it's just a bunch of mirelurks, so. I don't really see a, let's see, I didn't see any unique weapons or anything, so I'm just gonna assume that, let's see, can we get back there? I don't know if we can get over here. It doesn't look like it. Almost looks like you can get this way. Maybe? Let's see. Not really seeing a way to get up there. Nope. Okay. Yeah, I mean it looks like a way that you can go up over there somehow. I don't know. This is where I would appreciate the old Zelda mirror that you can just basically like travel back to the beginning of a dungeon or something like that, you know? Ooh. Got him. Alright, let's see what's over here. I'm missing a couple bobbleheads from this playthrough, so I don't know where they're at, but you know, as thorough as I try to be, there's definitely some areas I probably could have missed them. Yeah, I'll check my rads after this. I've only been taking like 1 or 2, so I feel like I'm probably pretty good, but we'll see here. Let me check and see what the rad status is. Yeah, we're only at 60 right now, so we're good. Let's see, what do we got over here? There's a safe in here. All right, let's open this up. Is it worth the force lock? Nah, just because in case it does break on me, I don't wanna risk not being able to get in here. Could be something special. Of course not. All right. Let's see, grenades. I can tell you the ones I'm missing. I don't know. When I go back to my place, I could probably show you which ones I have, but it's here's how we get up here. We go this way. So that's all that was. I can show you the ones that I have, but honestly, like at this point, I'm not gonna worry about collecting them all. If I was gonna go and find them, I would just go on like the Wikipedia or whatever and like check and see like where they're at. They're probably in some buildings that I just didn't explore very well or something. There was a small little non-marked side quest where you found these holotapes and it was supposed to reveal a secret location. I never found. I definitely need to find and make sure I get them all if I'm going to keep playing. I think for now, this is probably going to be the last episode of this playthrough. Like, I'm not going to delete the save file, but, you know, like, I may come back and, like, just continue working on some other random stuff, but, I think I've completed everything I've wanted to complete. There's just a few other, like, like I said, like, a couple little unmarked stuff, like those holotape. Never found all of them. I found 4 out of 5 of them, but I think for my first time blinds playthrough in this, I think we did pretty good. Let's see, how do I get out of here is the question. Right here. I think this is the exit. All right. Oh, let's see, how do I get out of here? I can slowly work to 100% this one. Yeah. Did I keep track of all my achievements? So this one's kind of hard because I played it off of Steam, and I'll have to go back and check my Steam profile, but I don't remember it giving me achievements for in here. So sucks. Hold on. And there's not like I don't think there's like a built-in achievement system like in the game, so I'll have to go. Oh yeah, I'll have to go check my Steam and see what it says. They have some like I think Fallout New Vegas had some really weird like achievements that I was just, you know, not really like trying to 100% achievement it. I think when I said like, you know, full playthrough of the game, like, you know, all the quests, all the content, DLCs, stuff like that. Fallout 4, you know, there's like 1 or 2 achievements that I think are going to be like really annoying. Particularly like the settlement one. To get like a 100% settlement rate or whatever it is, happiness rate. Let's see, what is this? The National Guard Depot. Are those? Oh, those are Protectatrons. Let me see if I can just uncover this area really quick. You know what? Let's not do that, because if I ever come back and play it, at least it'll clue me in that I haven't been here yet. I don't really feel like kind of doing this right now. I'm sure there's probably like something good in there. Like, no, there's like... It really wouldn't be difficult to get the 100% happiness. You say that, but I've heard that one's like a really tough one to get. Alright, let's head back to Megaton. We just get basic supplies and some stores, and then people were saying like those there's something else I had that you said that would help. I got it out of the Vault 88. Yeah, so here's what I ended up. What's the matter, dog meat? He's like, there's someone in the house. I think he's glitched. This is an enemy in my house somewhere, but there's not.
It appears you've been wounded, sir. May I suggest you utilize your infirmary?
Okay. But yeah, this is what I ended up with. Let's see, we're missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So. Yep. But, and then, yeah, my stash box is a complete mess. You know. Had lots of different things in here. This is I think I had someone comment before like that they've never seen me kind of like or they've never seen somebody kind of like use this in the way that I've used it before. But we picked up a lot of, I feel like I need to make like a separate I don't know how I'd make a separate container, but I need like a separate container that I can like just put all of the unique kind of trippy seeing all the quests completed. Yeah. To be able to put all my unique weapons, because like, you know, there's some really kind of like unique ones that we picked up in here. I tried the Wazer rifle was really good. I like this one, and there was kind of a really cute kid that we ran into. You know, he was like, hey mister, you can have my weapon, for doing like a quest or whatever, and then you pick it up, and the way he talked, and then he called it the Wazer rifle, so I was like, oh, that's funny. Vengeance, what was that one? Yeah, we got Vengeance. Here, let me just go to weapons really quick. The Mauler, the Dismemberer. The Almighty Shovel. I'm just kidding, but let's see, what else did we have here? Reservist Rifle was a pretty decent one. Perforator. That's kind of like the one that I'm using right now. Lincoln's Repeater. That was a special one. Gene Wing's Shock Sword. Let's see, we got Jack, which was a unique one. Let's see, what else did we find here? Colonel Autumn's Laser Pistol. There we go. I think that was a Operation Anchorage one. Captain Sidearm, that was from Mothership Zeta. Burnmaster, I have no clue where I got that one from, but that one's a unique one. Yeah. So, and then Occam's Razor. Metal Blaster is a unique one. Sydney's 10 mil weapon we got. The Terrible Shotgun. I think there's more too, but those are the ones I can think of off the top of my head. All right. I need to get a Gauss rifle. Yeah. We'll leave this game here. Where did we see here? Ah, so almost 122 hours playtime. All DLCs done. Pretty much all quests done. Definitely a pretty fun game. No worries, James. Guys, if you give me about 5 minutes, I'm going to get switched over, and I'm gonna play some Fallout 4 for a bit, and we'll continue with the Mechanist DLC that I've been doing. All right. Anyways, y'all, hey, I'll be back in a few for those that want to watch some Fallout 4. Otherwise, thanks for joining, and I think we'll cap it here on Fallout 3. So I will start Fallout 1 here pretty soon, and we'll get going on that one. Anyways, I'll go get the Gauss weapon once I get out of the Mechanist place. All right, y'all. I'll see you back here in a little bit.